EORTC initiates also external partnerships with national groups, especially for rare tumors which require a large number of patients. The EORTC has been particularly successful in activating research on these rare tumors throughout Europe.
The EORTC is the #1 organization in Europe to conduct clinical trials for some rare cancers. So the track record of the EORTC in conducting trials in brain tumors, for example, in melanoma and sarcoma, is truly outstanding.
This is also the case with gastrointestinal stromal tumors, GIST, which are considered to be rare or orphan diseases. In the year 2000, Luc was diagnosed with GIST. This young father's world collapsed around him. His chances of survival were virtually nil.
At that time, we already knew that the only way to treat this disease efficiently was surgery.
The operation happened in emergency by one of the professors, oncologists. And the operation was successful. And I had to come every 2 weeks, every month back for a scan and to have a checkup. And for months, everything was fine. And suddenly, that happened in October of 2000, they saw again a very spectacular tumor, almost of a fist large.
And he immediately relapsed after the first surgical treatment.
I was really shocked because nobody expected that, and there was no indication. You don't see clear anymore. Yeah, there's no panic, but everybody is well aware of the possibility that everything could have passed life could end very, very soon.
A major discovery was made at the same time. In the laboratory, GIST was suspected to react positively to a new molecule, imatinib, more well known today under the name GLIVEC.
The new drug was available only in the context of clinical studies on both sides of the Atlantic. And a major part of the early development of this compound in this tumor type was done in Europe through the EORTC.
And this was new, so they said, okay, we don't know exactly what will be the second effects, yeah, but you take it with pills and it's a trial, but we think, and the small information we have, we think that's okay, and the hope passes also through us. Yeah, we said, okay, let's do this. This is just like an aspirin. You don't feel so bad, although there was a lot of second effects.
This new molecule has been tested successfully for a certain type of leukemia. Researchers then put forward the hypothesis that it could also be active for GIST, a too rare tumor to be interesting for industry investment. The EORTC then decided to fund clinical research into this new treatment.
By chance, he lived nearby an institution with very active involvement in EORTC activities, and by chance, our institution had activated the right trial for the right patient at the right time.
And I remember asking the professor, and what is the alternative? He said, okay, we have an operation every 6 months and we put a zipper. So that was the alternative.
Professor van Oosterom immediately proposed to Luc that he should take part in these clinical trials. Luc accepted.
And immediately there was a result. There was a necrosis, immediately necrosis of the tumor. The tumor shrinked a little bit. We had the impression, and it was like that we had to explain what we felt. They put it in a database, and they helped other persons with that. So it was instead of getting information, we were giving information about what we felt, what were the second effects, and so on. So it was very interesting, and we were a little bit proud also that we could help in that way.
He helped us, among hundreds of other patients, to understand how the drug works, which patients will benefit the most from it, and how we can deal with the potential adverse events, the side effects of the treatment.
The treatment saved Luc, but did not cure him. The purpose of this targeted treatment is to control the cancer and to prevent it from spreading. Luc's disease has been stable for over 10 years. The study showed that mortality was 90% before GLIVEC, and that there was a radical increase in the survival rate with GLIVEC. Luc's cancer has become chronic. For over 10 years, he has had to make regular visits to his doctor to check his condition.
In case there are any problems in
We are very lucky that we are 11 years later and we are still there.
And that's a major change that has happened in oncology since 2000 roughly, because for several tumor types we are now using this type of targeted approaches which help us to transform cancer from an acute, life-threatening condition to a more chronic condition.